product itself. A little bit of agenda, as I previously alluded to. Slight review on the product itself, how it's performed for us and for you, the channel partners and customers out there. For partners that are familiar with the product overall, we'll do a summary overview, just a high-level overview capturing the key things and some of the new changes and some of the additional features that have been out in most recent updates from the team at Yeastar. And then we'll get into the good stuff. So the important changes, the changes to minimum order quantities, so minimum number of users connected to an instance, and an exciting launch of the Yeastar white label from CommsPlus, which has been some time coming, and obviously very well requested, and the feedback from partners has basically led us to this point. Okay. And then we'll go through recapping the pricing plans and positioning around that product, how to order, the ordering form, the provisioning form, etc., and also the PRC and the support and knowledge base, and the significant contributions our team has made to that to bring this platform and program to you, the channel partner. So in terms of the product itself, just a bit of a recap. So 2022, we launched the P-Series Cloud Yeastar product, hosted in AWS in Australia, from Yeastar. Over that time, pleased to say that there's been no outages, there's been no major issues. We've got now 26 partners. That number's actually gone up since putting this presentation together a couple of weeks back, so it's probably pushing more towards 30 partners now. There's only been 43 support tickets raised over that entire time, and usually even if we have an issue with new firmware, the rectification time has been 30 hours. So overall, it's been a very stable, very secure and very easy product to roll out into the channel and to help partners deliver that out to their customers. So in terms of bringing these programs to partners, it requires a significant investment. So from CommsPlus perspective, we are continually investing in our people and our process. Those of you, we'd like to extend our thanks to you for reaching out to CommsPlus and joining the program. As part of that onboarding, a lot of you would have already had sessions from pre-sales to technical sessions where we go through the product and we sit one-on-one with your team and enable you to successfully deploy a product. We've also ran technical training sessions and we'll continue to run those based on partner feedback and demand. In terms of ticketing and support, I've got more slides coming towards the end around the support portal and what that looks like for those that aren't familiar with that process. And there's the automated provisioning forms. I'll go through that in more detail. The monthly billing options around this, including direct debit based on whether you have a credit account with CommsPlus. And then also, for some of those partners, they've extended out and built on to that with some voice services that we've provided them on behalf of Access 4. And not to mention that, coupling that with all of the complementary products, all the hardware and peripherals that we have on our shop, and also the project pricing that the team, the CommsPlus account managers, channel account managers team will obviously have been in the past and will continue to work with you on those projects for those pricing. So again, welcome to the update and thank you. Thank you for your support ongoing, and thank you for largely being a part of this success. This success, for all of us is based on a team effort. In terms of the P-Series Cloud solution, I thought right now would be a good time to do a quick overview of the product and what it looks like. We're talking about the P-Series Cloud Edition, which is essentially a multi-tenant, multi-instance PBX. Okay, if you look at the diagram to the right there, the wheel will show you that it's a phone system. It has integrations, it has directory, it has the presence and chat information available for users. It also has an integrated operator panel, a wallboard, it has some interesting contact center features which are continually being updated. There is an upsell, if you like, into video conferencing. For the standard users, you get the the efficiency and the ability to have mobile apps and desktop clients as well. On the left-hand side, that basically diagram just emulates what the back-end management is. So the Yeastar central management, okay, so you're provisioning your service provider portals you go to, right? So this is a standout and a significant differentiator from other products in the marketplace. You'll get, and when we onboard you, for those that are already onboarded, you've got your service provider portal access. So all of your customers' instances are there with all of the metrics, all the measurements, all of the quality, voice checking, the logs, the scripts, the trace logs, etc. They're all there for you to manage out. So it's not like a competitor brand which is just dotted out throughout the cloud and have different URLs, different expiry dates, etc., etc. So this is a product that's delivered for you to build on scale. Okay, so simplified, single portal, single partner portal, and build on scale for you to build out those customers. In terms of the central management, if you look at the regions, they're backed up by SBCs and clusters. So in terms of the architecture, this is the reason why it's so stable, and it's a secure platform as well. In terms of the data centers, so we've got a POP right here in Sydney. So the instance that's delivered to the partners from CommsPlus, it's hosted locally in Sydney. In terms of what that looks like in terms of high availability, you'll see it's backed up by SBCs and multiple clusters with full active, and hot standby. So, we are delivering a quality product, and the testament is, we're now in our third year running without a single outage. In terms of scale, also, like I mentioned before, this platform is built for scale. It's built for us to build out, many customers' instances and allow you to grow and build those out with the scale and with that centralized management, which makes the reporting and the billing all the more easier for partners. In terms of security, so some recent partners have reached out and said, okay, well, we need to make sure security is paramount, and particularly cybersecurity now is very, very important, and it's basically a key topic for all companies that have that have web presence, which is pretty much everyone. So two-factor authentication is built in, and it's just a matter of deploying that out through the management portal. I mentioned about the portal and how easy it is. So resizing, creating a PABX, building a template, rolling out a new customer, right, has never been easy. I've had some partners come back and give us feedback to say that, they've managed to get a full phone system deployed and rolled out in a matter of within half an hour. Okay, so it is really, really simple, easy to deploy. And once you've done a few and you have that replication, and particularly if you're attacking a particular customer size or a particular vertical market, it really makes simplification and replication out to similar customers very, very quickly. I mentioned also about the metrics. All the measurements are there for what's happening, automatic provisioning. You can set up and do templating. If there's a version update, you can update all of your customers. You don't have to go to separate individual instances. You can actually just basically schedule that, and basically all appears here on the main dashboard. So those of you that have done a one-on-one technical session with our team or have managed to join our technical training, our virtual training, you would have seen how easy and simple this is to implement to your business and actually use it as a selling point to your customers. In terms of the clients themselves, so each user on the Yeastar platform can have multiple devices. So each user has the option to have a desk phone. They also have the option to have web RTC linkers client, and also the linkers client is available for all platforms. So whether it's Windows desktop for PCs, or mobile, and iOS and Android for mobile devices as well. So the linkers client, this is just a quick overview. It allows you to obviously make your calls, see your colleagues, log in from anywhere, etc. Change your status, have the chat, view all your voicemails and recordings, all on the one pane of glass. You also have the ability to, with the web client or with a desk phone, to set function keys. So you can set those BLF keys, the day-night messaging, all the things that you are familiar with a traditional on-prem PBX solution. The desktop client available from the store in Windows and Mac as well, as I mentioned, as an option, as opposed to using the web RTC. In terms of the mobile app for Google, there's also an option with a Chrome extension plugin. Just makes it more simple and easy to use. So you get the basics, right? So you can have the incoming call screen pop for a call, and the basics for call handling, right? So your basic call handling functions, as well as your ability to switch your present status, right, from away, etc., at the bottom. The linkers client supports video calls as well, so this is user to user, and also there is an upsell option to upgrade the plan to the ultimate plan for full video conferencing and solutions as well, which I'll get to in a moment. The other feature that's pretty cool is a call flip and switch. Okay, so you can actually take a call and flick the call to a different device. So in terms of the call handling within the respective app or device, it will give you the ability and the option there, the call to action button to flip the call. Inbuilt also for free, no additional charges, is an operator panel. So within the backend administrator tool, you assign a particular user, and that user can actually turn on an operator panel. Operators obviously gives you full visibility and view of multiple calls. So you can look at the screenshot there. You've got your incoming calls at the top, outbound calls, and then you've got full access to call parks, ring groups, drag and drop transfer, and you've got full visibility of all your extension users as well. So the operator console is a very powerful tool, and the fact that it's inbuilt and free, available to all users, is a very good feature to have. In terms of call center features, the system has continually been upgraded, and new features are coming on. So you've got all your basics, right? You've got your basic hunt groups, you've got your IVR, you've got your daytime, nighttime routing, holiday scheduling, but you've also got your ACD, right? So you've got within your ACD, you've got the options to have skills-based routing now. You've got the options to have position in queue, estimated wait times for answer, right? All of those functions and features are being built in based on partner feedback. So overall, you also get an agent supervisor portal as well. So you can have visibility on monitoring for queues. You also have all of the metrics for historical reporting as well. And you've also got all the wallboards that you can display out. Okay, so there's no additional licensing required for any of the call center functionality, including wallboards and monitoring and reporting. And also, obviously, on that reporting, you also get the standard call accounting package as well, and there's no additional charge for that. This is a screenshot of the wallboard and the operator queue. The supervisor queue panel. So you can see there all of those tiles and widgets. They're all adjustable. You can adjust them. You can add to them. You can customize them. And again, like traditional PBX, queuing and software for call centers, you can drill in and get that information behind there. So it's really simple to lay out, and it's really simple to deploy and to build out these solutions for customers. In terms of omnichannel messaging, I mentioned they're also constantly upgrading and researching and bringing in new products and solutions. So the contact center or the call center solution as such supports SMS and MMS. Okay, so and I can bring you quite happy to share that Colin and the team have successfully tested the SMS and MMS with Twilio. So Twilio being a global SMS gateway provider based out of the US. So they do have different contracts available, different plans available based on the number of SMSs, etc., that you need. It's very simple, very straightforward to set the API. Once you have the account with the provider, you simply put those credentials, URL, into the API setting within the Yeastar platform, and then you basically do some basic routing. So essentially, the SMS ends up in the queue like every other chat, etc. So quite easy to deploy, very simple, and obviously very powerful. And SMS is in more and more demand every day by customers. This is just an overview shot of all the different integrations they have, from devices to applications such as Teams, Outlook, etc. I mentioned the SMS. There's also WhatsApp. Right on the other side, you've got CRM integrations into Zoho, HubSpot, Salesforce, etc. And then there's the Zendesk API for Zoho Desk and Zen, and obviously Oracle and Fidelio. So down the bottom there is just a snapshot of other APIs they've done in terms of some of the SMS, MMS, and the Teams integration in the background. In terms of drilling down into it a little bit further, what you get out of a CRM integration, what that looks like. So you've got basics here in terms of click to call, screen popping, journaling or notes, and then you've got obviously contact synchronization. So depending on the platform that you're hooking into, what API you're using, you can actually get a fair amount of information out of it. Some partners have come to us with specific custom CRMs and so forth. So if there's any of those opportunities that present themselves with your customer base, just reach out to us. We have a very good relationship with the factory, and we are able to obviously scope out and work through and workshop any opportunities that are out there, and hopefully be able to deliver that solution back for your customer. Yep, this is just another slide just showing the same things, the basics: click to dial, screen popping, contact synchronization, etc. Okay, so those are the ones that they've done interop with, right? The logos that you see there, the HubSpot, Salesforce, Zoho, etc. Some of those are familiar to us, and we've also done some local testing with Zoho, because that's actually the CRM that CommsPlus use in the background. In terms of Teams integration, obviously there's the core Teams product that CommsPlus distribute, but outside of that, there is a plugin API available for Teams. So the Linkus client, the Linkus Desk and WebRTC client, can actually be linked and clicked into from Teams. So within the Teams App Store, you search for the Yeastar Linkus app. You plug that in. It's really, really simple, right? So it's the URL of the PBX, the username and password, and it literally takes less than 2 minutes. So inside Teams, you get the full app look and feel, and you get the option to have the call control done within Teams, or you have the option to pop a browser and open up the full web client, if that makes sense. So if you've got any questions on that and you want to see that in more detail, just follow up with us at the team and after the webinar, and we're happy to take you through that. In terms of Outlook integration, yes, there's an ad in there as well. So you can basically synchronize contacts, etc., make calls, and obviously create notes, etc., if you're using Outlook. I mentioned call accounting or call reporting. So that's inbuilt free as well. No extra additional charges. So you can actually run reports, dedicated functions, and set scheduling, etc., around extensions, agents, groups, etc. And you can also effectively run out a bit of a budgetary planning around that as well. In terms of costing out individual departments, or in some cases, they might be professional services and billing out particular customer accounts. In terms of the updates, this is one of the key things for today. Pleased to announce that after partner feedback globally and locally through our partners, we've worked with Yeastar to basically revise the MOQ. Previously up to date, it's been 5. The big number is reduced to 3. Okay, so 3 users from now on, minimum to run an instance of Yeastar. Some partners have asked for 1, but a phone system usually is more than 1, and from a billing perspective and commercials, right? So for us to keep the cost down and to be able to deliver this effectively with all the support and everything else goes behind it, 3 is the number. And look forward to your feedback on that. And that's available now. So there's no change needed from partners other than we just simply roll out connections from now on. The other big announcement is Yeastar White Label. So again, partner feedback, and we've worked quite extensively with the Yeastar team to bring out the white label option for our P Series cloud. Okay, so what does that look like? Let's take a look inside. What you get is a white label option. So you get the opportunity to remove the Yeastar branding from within the WebRTC client, within the URL, the landing pages for where the customers log in, all of the templates that you derive around voicemail to email, etc. When you send out the templating for people to download the Linkus app, etc. All of that templating allows, is able to be white labeled and branded around your business now. Okay, so this product, the white label, has been around, but we haven't been able to deliver at a really good commercial value, and now we're excited to be able to do that for you. So what does it look like in comparison? So on the left, that's what we have today. Okay, so we have a Yeastar branded cloud. It's branded in terms of the web client, the email templates, the Linkus clients. There's options for the ultimate plan and enterprise with the ultimate upgrade, which I'll go through in more detail in a moment. It's cost per user. There's recording capacity and upgrades available for that. And that is continuing as normal. So for those partners that have customers on the Yeastar, you've already been selling that with us, there's no change for you other than you have an MOQ of 3. All right, so 3 users per instance is the only change. For partners out there, for all partners, we now have the option to join the white label branding platform. So this is a completely separate instance. Okay, it's a new service provider portal, and we can't mix and match. Okay, so we had to build out a replication of the branded cloud and call it the white label cloud. So what that allows you to do, partners to join up to that, they get everything that they're normally used to. They get the branding features around logos, company name, the loading page. The Linkus clients themselves for the Windows desktop and also for the mobiles are not included in the white label. White labeling of those devices is around $10,000 upfront and about $2,000 to $4,000 annually to maintain them. By the time you put all the cost structure in around all the security and certifications and royalties that you have to pay back to those various platform holders. So the Linkus clients remain Yeastar, but everything else in the portal is branded your company. Okay, so there's quite a few partners out there that have reached out to us and expressed, their want and desire to be able to do this. So, we are excited to be able to deliver that out. So you still have the options for the enterprise plan, the ultimate upgrade, the cost per user, the actual costs of the users, the plans, and everything else remains unchanged. Okay, all of the options there for recording still exist, and we're delivering this to you at $12.50 ex GST, obviously, per partner. So the partner pays that as a single monthly fee. So once you pay that, once you sign on, you've committed for 12 months. We give you access to the white label service provider portal. We set you up there. From there, you'll build your templates out, and there's more information on that coming in the next couple of slides. You'll build out your templating, and all of those customer instances that you deploy within that cloud will then adopt and use that white label templating. Okay, so it's a single cost for the dealership. Okay, so the single cost for dealership, $12.50 ex GST per month. We think that that's exceptional value, and we hope that that's delivered what your requests have been to date, that have been obviously driving this. So yeah, just special note at the bottom, it's separate portals. Okay, now when you do have a new customer, customer by customer in terms of the ordering and provisioning, you have the option of using and positioning that customer on the Yeastar branded cloud or the white label cloud. Okay, so we're not forcing people to stay in one or stay in the other. Okay, you're freely available to apply a customer to each of those portals. What does that look like? Colin's provided some really good diagrams here. So this is the landing page. You'll see the logo there, IPBBX. That's your logo essentially now from there. Okay, welcome to that. All of the branding, illustrations, etc. They're all available to be customized, along with all the templating. Like I said, all the voicemail to email templating, the click here with the QR code to download the app, etc. They're all available for you to actually build out and deploy that under your own product logo. In terms of the management portal, so the docs appear there. So that's in the central management. That's where you'll create all of those templates and build that out. And then once you build that templating out, you then roll that out to all of your customers. Any instance that appears on that cloud will then have that template applied, if that makes sense. Here's a quick snapshot of rebranding the email templating, right, with your logo and so forth around that. In terms of the scenario, so what we want to build out here is a migration process. So this is specifically in relation to a customer that's already on the Yeastar branded portal, and you've seen now you've got the option, and you've taken the option and selected to join the white label, and you want to take a customer that's already billing ongoing in the Yeastar branded portal and move them across. Okay, so that process, it is possible. It is a little bit tricky. There's a lot of information here, but I'll just take you through it very, very quickly. So the first thing we need to do is we need to set up any new licenses in the new portal need to be set up as new licenses. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to do something concurrently. We have to set up a new profile in the white label. We have to take a backup of the existing PBX in the existing branded portal, and then we have to deactivate that. We then go across to the white label portal. We set up that instance with the same number of users, and then we restore backup. Okay, so the backup gets put back in, so we retain all of that customer's configuration. There's a full migration procedure document that Colin and the team have written, and it's in our support.commsplus.com.au. So the support and knowledge base portal, and I've got some more information on that as well. So please familiarize yourself with that process. It is worth noting that because you're setting up two separate instances, that during that month that you're doing it, you'll have two instances active. Okay, so there's no cost at this point in time from CommsPlus to actually do this for you. However, you are running two instances, so there will be a cost of the two instances for that crossover month. So in terms of best practice and how we get around this and lower the cost and the impact to both yourself, the customer, and obviously to CommsPlus, we urge partners to plan ahead, right? Work with our team. There are things that are within our control, and obviously many things that aren't. But what is within our control is the ability to plan and work with you, right? So stage the migration, if you program the migration project as such, towards the end of the month. Basically, what we can do is, if it's within a short period of time, our team can help you out with that billing. Okay, so there's no set hard and fast rules. There will definitely be a cutover, a crossover, because we have to set up 2 billing instances as far as the Yeastar is concerned. But to help get around that and minimize that, we do it towards the end of the billing month, and then obviously that'll lower the impact as well. Okay, so if you've got any migrations that you want to start planning on, come back to the team and we'll work with you on those individually. Hope that goes across well. In terms of pricing and plans, so moving on now, looking at what that build out looks like. Most of you that are already selling the product would already be across the plan that we do, which is enterprise. That's the go-to, right? That's the voice PBX plan. And then there's the upgrade option to ultimate. Okay, so if you look at the couple of options down the bottom, so video calling, video conferencing, and the other one that's come up, a couple of options for partners, is remote archiving. Okay, so in terms of video calling, we've had some partners supply this system out to childcare facilities and facilities that need access control, and they're able to, use video door phones, preview and obviously open the gates and so forth, and some of the staff using iPads and running linkers on the iPad. So those particular scenarios there have led that partner to do the upgrade to Ultimate Plan. Likewise, we've had partners that come and they actually want to build out a core recording solution, and therefore they need archiving. They needed to extend out and so forth and do remote archiving. So there's been a couple of scenarios that we've had with partners to need to build that out onto the Ultimate Plan. So that's what it's there. But for everyone else and for majority of them, the enterprise plan is more than sufficient in delivering all those features that you need. In terms of an update, we've tried to simplify the price file as such, just to make it easier for partners. The MOQ is now 3, which we've put there. We've obviously already covered off. In terms of the enterprise, most people, and the go-to product really is the second one there, which is enterprise extension 12-month commit. It's $4.95 ex GST per user per month. So there's no change in the price. The only change is the minimum is 3, not 5. For those customers, if you have a customer that only wants a short-term, 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, there is a PAYG option as well. You pay $1 extra for that. We only have a small amount of customers on that. Most people go with the P-Series extension 12-month contract. In terms of upgrading to Ultimate, it's $2 a user. Okay, so $4.95 or $6.95 if they want video. Now, the important note there is if you do upgrade to Ultimate, all users on that particular instance need to be Ultimate. So it's an upgrade to that particular customer's instance. So if it's 3 users need to pay $6.95 now. I hope that makes sense. In terms of recording and upsell on recording, the standard core recording is 500 minutes on an instance. So you'll see there node 4, right? So if that core recording is not enough, the partner can apply a recording expansion block of 10,000 minutes to their overall account. So the partner buys the 10,000 minute block with 12-month renewals at $42. Okay, from there, the partner can then share that amongst all of the instances under their reseller account. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. If there's any questions, like I said, raise your hand, put it in the chat, or come back and ask questions after the webinar, and we'll endeavour to make sure you have all of the information that you need. In terms of provisioning, so we've just made some additional options there around the Yeastar form. Okay, so it's the single form. The link is via the PRC or via the support site, or you can bookmark the URL if you've got that ready to go. So in terms of ordering provisioning, it's really simple. You've got the request type there of screenshot down the bottom right, adding new, additional, and more importantly, for those partners now wanting to take up our white label reseller option, set me up as a reseller white label, you select that. That's a commitment from you to take that 12-month renewable contract and paying $12.50 per month. So that just simply gets added to your monthly bill from CommsPlus. So adding users, deleting users, upgrading to an ultimate, or obviously ordering a trial for an end customer as well is all on the one provisioning form. The other things that I've got there on that slide is the screenshot to the top right. And you'll note there in the PRC, under the Yeastar section, there's links to the knowledge base. There's also links to Yeastar products support in terms of the Academy for training, downloading the Linker software apps, and also the document center. So if you forget how to do something, want to know how to do something, and you've searched the CommsPlus knowledge base, the document center is there available for you as well. In terms of support and resources, there's the last section. We've also added in the CommsPlus PRC under Yeastar, there's a marketing resources section there. And you'll see there we've added quite a few marketing resources, resource material there in terms of launch kits, logos that you can use, go-to-market strategies, etc., as well as some email templates and a playlist, YouTube playlists as well. So some of the playlists are good because it'll go through the particular use case of the apps, etc. And you can use that for your end customer training or your staff training as well. Okay, so that was based on partner feedback as well. So that information, all of those documents are now available in the PRC. Pretty much getting towards the end of the update here, but can't reiterate the importance of the support and our role as a distributor to help you build out those solutions. So the CommsPlus PRC has all those links. It has the marketing material. It has the link to the provisioning form. And on the right, you've got obviously our support site. So our support ticketing, and more importantly, our information in our knowledge base. So there's 50 odd Yeastar related articles that our team have written. And we've written all of those based on typically partner requests, scenarios, questions, problems, deployments, SIP trunk guides, how-to guides, all the usual basic stuff and scenarios that you would want to deliver for a customer to obviously customize their installation and make it work for them. All of those little things, and that some of those are quite quirky, as we've created and helped partners for prosperity and for all to see. So any partner that's registered there has full access to read, and I suggest and I strongly recommend that you do. Familiarize yourself with the knowledge base. Look for an article when you're trying to achieve something. Someone else may have had the same scenario and the same question again, right? So we'll continue to make that investment while we have partners like yourselves that continually, purchase products and build out our business shoulder to shoulder with you. But yeah, please familiarize yourself with that. Any ticketing for support as well is all done through the CommsPlus support site. So if there's any questions on any of that and you don't have access to that, reach out to us, reach out to your channel account manager, and we'll make it happen for you. That's it pretty much. So again, I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out. Thank you for the existing loyal partners. Thank you for new partners and partners that are taking a look at the product for the first time. If you'd like to go through anything in depth on a one-on-one session, please reach out to your channel account manager or reach out to our support team, and we will endeavour to facilitate that as best as possible. So over that, I'll just do a quick check to make sure that if there's any questions or raising hands. No, it looks like we're good to go. So from that point of view, on that note, we will sign off. And again, good day. Thank you for attending. Thank you, everyone.